So, the final episode of Doctor Who Series 10 is finally aired. The Doctor Falls. I'm going to take this step by step just so I can give you my full thoughts and the full experience of it. First of all, the Mondasian Cybermen and the story, yeah, I thought were good. It was good seeing the Mondasian Cybermen back again. I mean, as you may hear from other YouTubers on the net, the main point of the Mondasian Cybermen wasn't as that they look particularly realistic, but just they're damn creepy. And yeah, I agree with that. The story I felt was good, kind of with different levels of the ship being kind of like different speeds, and therefore going up a level kind of to try and escape them. I felt that was pretty fun. And the story overall, I feel is pretty good. I mean, it's not as great as, say, Journey's End or Last of the Time Lords, but it's still it was a very good episode and a very good story. But now, the 4 character exits that I feel I have to talk about. First off, Missy and the Master. Kev, when I saw last week's episode, I began thinking to myself, we've had several multiple Doctor storylines over the years. How come, such as the 3 Doctors, the 5 Doctors, the 2 Doctors, Time Crash, and even the Day of the Doctor. I began thinking to myself, how come we've never had a multi-Master story? And then, during the last few minutes, when Missy and the Master essentially injure and kill each other, I thought, that's why. That they'd all try and stab each other in the back. That's why no 2 Masters would truly work together. I mean, yeah, it would have been cool to see, but yeah, I could see why. They'd all dissolve into arguments or try to stab each other in the back. So, with Michelle Gomez supposedly leaving the show now, it would be a pity. It's a pity that she is leaving, but hopefully we'll see the Master again someday. Maybe in another distorted form. We'll just have to wait and see. The next exit, Nardole. Now, to be honest, I enjoyed Nardole throughout this series. I mean, I think it's a pity he wasn't sticking around, but I'm glad they didn't kill him, and they did actually come up with a fairly good way of continuing on his character, that he's kind of helping the children and the kind of farm owners to get to the next level, to kind of try and stay ahead of the Cybermen. That I felt was kind of pretty nice. I mean, it shows that, while we don't know how successful they would be, it shows that they're at least trying to keep ahead. Yeah, which is a good thing. And, you know, I liked his character. I'm glad they brought him back after he was supposedly beheaded in the 2015 Christmas special, and I'm glad his character is keeping on going somewhere. Next, Bill. This was one that we questioned about, but I liked Bill as a character. I liked her as a companion. She was a good companion. I even somehow weirdly managed to predict something about her 2 years ago. I posted something on one of my social networks several years ago, back in 2015, going, why can't the next companion be gay or lesbian? And supposedly I managed to predict that. But for most of the episode, you don't actually see Bill as a Mondasian Cyberman. Most of the time, you're just seeing her the way she sees herself, which is completely normal. And that actually produced rather a nice kind of angle. I mean, just at the end, when the Doctor is lying injured on the battlefield and she, in her Mondasian Cyberman form, just stands over him, that was a powerful moment. I mean, the way she managed to eventually be brought back to life with Heather, you can take that or you can leave that. I'd rather take it. I mean, I feel it was kind of a nice way to tie up Bill's character, and her small kind of compassion kiss to the Doctor at the end. I thought it was rather nice. I mean, like Clara, she's still out there flying around the universe somewhere with her companion, and this time Heather, and it's a nice way to round off her character. Finally, the Doctor. When we saw him start to regenerate at the start of last week's episode, Well Done Enough in Time, I was just like, no, 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 not yet, not yet. And honestly, the way they worked with him, I felt was pretty good. I mean, apparently the cyber attacks he's gone through were enough to start him regenerating, but he's trying to keep it down. And when Bill eventually returns into the TARDIS and he starts kind of saying lines from the previous Doctor, like, sometimes, in the course of human history, I don't want to go, and when the Doctor was me. Those I felt were nice little winks, but then it seems that when the Doctor's kind of alone and he starts regenerating, he doesn't particularly want to do it, such as Peter Capaldi and David Tennant's regeneration. Both expressed that they didn't particularly want to go, whereas with Christopher Eccleston and Matt Smith, both in the presence of friends, both seem to take theirs with good vigour. But anyway, the last few minutes are... We supposedly knew this was coming for a while. Right? They've been saying for a while that they would be getting David Bradley back in to play the first Doctor once again in a future episode. But to be honest, I kind of brushed it off for a while. I just thought, no, it's just a rumour, just something that's floating around. So when he actually did show up in the end, I was like, we knew this was coming, but still, that's cool. I like that. So we don't get a view of the Christmas special yet. I mean, it's going to be a big one with David Bradley coming back to play once again the first Doctor and Peter Capaldi finally regenerating. I mean, this is going to be an episode where the Doctor has already started regenerating, and so he's going to have to fit in an adventure kind of before he fully changes. But the way they did it, kind of with David Bradley showing up in the end, I think it's kind of fitting, seeing as we didn't know about John Hurt's kind of Doctor for years, and if you discount David's half regeneration for now, Peter would actually be number 12. So I think it's kind of fitting that we come full circle and suddenly see a version of the first Doctor. So sort of about to give himself a thorough talking to. So yeah, that's it till Christmas. I will still keep doing videos. I mean, I may even do kind of some of my reviews of previous seasons. But for now, Series 10 is over. Well then, all I can say to you, shut up.